Hey, my brothers and sisters, I'm Yaya Lily, and you're tuned in to the Property Motivational YouTube channel. I pray you take something that is said this evening and allow it to give you the energy you need to keep moving forward. I'm not a licensed spiritual guru, and this is just life experience and the Word of God through my heart to yours. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. And never forget, you are worthy and you are loved. So it's episode 2, y'all, of the Property Podcast. And I just want to thank y'all for being here and thank you for listening. And I just wanted to talk to you today about confidence because that was on my heart. And I asked the Lord, I said, Father God, what should I talk about this week? What should I tell them? What should I talk about? And I feel like He said confidence. So I'm going to tell you about my confidence journey and what sparked mine or what made me realize, like, dang, girl, you really need to have a little bit more confidence in yourself. Like, what made me spark confidence in myself and what can keep you from having confidence and 5 ways you can boost it. So let's just get into it, y'all. Everybody has something different about them that makes them have low self-esteem. Like, even to this day, I'm almost 30 years old, but I'm missing a tooth and I have body acne. Oh my goodness, my arms. I don't know where I got this acne from on my arms. And I'm missing a tooth because that's a whole long story. Nobody punched me in my face and nothing like that. But I am missing a tooth on one side. And for a while now, I used to have, I still do sometimes have low self-esteem, and we all do. And that's just something that's going to be with you for the rest of your life while you're here on this earth. Sometimes you're going to have good days, and sometimes you're going to have bad days. But I hope the majority of your days are spent having beautiful confidence within yourself. And nobody's perfect at all, and you're not going to feel good all the time, but you can have confidence because you are beautiful, baby. You are here because that's the way the Lord made you, beautiful. And people are insecure about a whole lot of different things, and confidence really stems from having self-esteem within yourself. And how is your self-esteem? Do you feel good about yourself when you walk in a room full of people, or do you just want to hurry up and get the event over with? Self-esteem and confidence is about being able to come into that room and know I don't give a fuck what anybody says about me because I am who I am and you are who you are. And when I was a little girl, I had real low self-esteem about my hair. When I was growing up, most of my life was spent with my father and my little brother. And they didn't know how to do my hair, and it was back to me fending for myself. So when I was a little girl growing up, I felt so insecure and low self-esteem about my hair because I didn't know how to take care of it. And when I was going to school, I used to do this all the time. My go-to was slicking my hair back with some grease, some Softy, the green grease. And my daddy used to get the big jug because he used to put that grease on everybody's hair. He used to be like, come here to my brother. And he just used to take that grease and put it all over his curls. And my daddy would put some on his hair. And I'd be like, damn, daddy, you putting it on yours? And then so my hair, I got to a point where my daddy tried to do my hair when I was a little girl. He tried to give me a perm one time, but his hands didn't fit inside the gloves. And I remember he asked one of our neighbors, who was an older woman, and I don't know why he ain't out for her to give me the perm, but he was like, is it okay if my hands touch the chemicals? Because I can't fit my hands in the gloves, you know what I'm saying? And she want a perm, and I can't fit my hands in the gloves, so if I touch these chemicals, is my skin gonna burn off? And the lady said, no, I think you'll be all right. And needless to say, he was all right, but I would not recommend anybody going out here trying to give yourself a perm without them gloves on. I wouldn't recommend giving yourself a perm, period, because you got some beautiful natural hair, because I believe everybody has beautiful natural hair, but I'm just saying. But after a while, at some point in life, for my females out there, when you start to turn about 11, 12, or 13, you be like, I could do my hair by myself. No, I got it from here. Thank you. I could do this. I know how I would like my hair to look when I go to school, so I could do this by myself now. Thank you. And especially me growing up in a household where technically I really was the only female, and I had to do my own hair. So I used to take that green Softy grease or the blue Magic, the green softy or the blue magic, and I will put that grease around my edges, around my perimeter, and then I would take a hard bristle brush and I would put it underneath the sink, and I'm talking about faucet just going. I turn the faucet on and leave it on for a minute, and I would leave the hard bristle brush underneath the water faucet, and I slick my hair back with that grease all around my edges, and I'd be like, from ear to ear, slicking back that grease on the front of my forehead, and I slick my hair back into a ponytail. I didn't know about putting cream on my hair and moisturizing it and putting the gel on so the moisture would stay in. I didn't know about none of that shit. I didn't know about natural and chemically relaxed hair and texturized hair. I didn't know about any of that shit when I was a little girl. And you know, we really don't know anything when we little, even though we think we do. We think we grown, but we really don't know shit. And so that's how I did my hair. And needless to say, I would do that style every freaking day when I went to school, probably about for 5 years in a row, except, you know, with the exception of every time my dad would be with a female, every now and then she would come by and try to give me a style or do something to my hair. But other than that, I used to be old slick back. I used to slick my ponytail back by myself, and by the middle of the day in school, my hair would be so poofy and dry. And everything that I slicked back would just be starting to poof up, and it was so embarrassing. Like, oh my goodness, it's already embarrassing enough that we not wearing name brand clothes, and I feel like we poor, honey. But damn, I can't even do my damn hair, and it's poofing up. But that's where my self-esteem was low for the majority of my life. Like, damn, I really feel bad. Like, oh my gosh. And then when I got to middle school, I remember being in middle school one day, and I was the type of girl where the other girls would come up to me and they would be like, I can't let you walk around school looking like that. I can't let them see you like that, girl. Like, I just can't, girl. Like, it would be picture day, and girls would be like, oh my gosh, I can't let you go in the yearbook looking like that. Like, let me just try to do something to your hair. And, you know, girls would give me a couple braids in the front and a poof in the back and stuff. And I felt so fucking insecure. I felt so insecure, and I had such low self-esteem because I felt like, damn, why do other people have to come and do my hair for me? Like, why can't I do this by myself? Like, it's always a girl, it's always a female telling me that I need to do my hair, and let me do your hair, girl, and you need to cut your split ends. And I'll be in school like, girl, we in middle school. How the fuck do you know what split ends is? But anyway, I got to middle school, and when I got to middle school, I remember sitting on the bleachers one day, and needless to say, I had another one of them little fucked up hairstyles that I tried to do to myself. Just a little poofy ass ponytail that was poofy, nappy, and crappy. But anyway, it was me, honey. And I remember a girl sat behind me, and you know, I guess she was my friend at that time. She alright now, but at the time, you know, she was cool. I guess she was a friend, but I didn't hang out with her. It wasn't like that. Like, I never went to her house or anything like that. We just hung out when we seen each other in class. We ain't hang out at lunch. We ain't sit together. I ain't never take her bus home to her house and spend time with her. You know, we just was friends when we seen each other in class or passing by in the hallway. But one day I went to school, and she was sitting behind me on the bleachers, and she was like, girl, let me do your hair, you know, let me just fix you up right quick, girl, let me do your hair. And when she did my hair, I remember that she looked at the girl, like, she was sitting behind me. You know, y'all know how bleachers is and shit, like, it's always a level that goes up. So I'm sitting on a row, and she's sitting on a row behind me, a little bit above me. And there's a couple of girls sitting with her, and she takes my hair out of the ponytail that I had it in. And she starts to, you know, like, unravel it and separate it and shit so she can do whatever style she wants to do. And she realizes that in the middle of my hair, I have a bush. Like, everything around my hair, the front, the back, the sides, the perimeter, like, all that shit look good, right? Like, all that shit long or whatever. But in the middle, the core, the crown of my head, that inside part, that shit was short as fuck. I'm talking about that shit was like a fucking millimeter long. Like, I got all this. I probably got like 5 inches worth of hair. Nah, I say 7. I got like 7 inches worth of hair all around my head, but as soon as you get to the middle of it, that shit is like tiny ass little milliliters worth of head, little little ass milliliters worth of curls and shit. Like it was a bush and then it was long, and that's how my hair was. And I remember the girl who was gonna do my hair, she stopped and she looked at it, and I couldn't see her looking at it. I just felt in my mind like, oh my gosh, she probably looking at the middle of my hair, because I knew I had a bush in the middle of that shit. At the time, I didn't know what the fuck was wrong, but I just knew that I had a motherfucking bush in the middle of my head. Yes, I did. It was giving like damn Chris Rock on the inside, and then it was giving Beyonce on the outside, honey. That's what my head looked like. Short in the middle and long in the motherfucking rest. And I remember the girl stopped, and she just stopped touching my head. And then, like, her friends had started, like, chuckling and shit. They weren't laughing big loud, but I know that, like, they were snickering and chuckling, but they were trying to do it in a quiet way where I couldn't hear them. But I heard y'all. I could hear y'all laughing at me. But it's okay, honey, because you live and you learn. And the girl who was doing my hair, she reached down and she said, girl, what happened to the middle of your hair, girl? And I used to say stuff like, so I went to the hairdresser and they messed me up, or they left the perm on too long, or I let somebody cut my ends and it looked like that. But the truth was, I don't know what the fuck happened. Shit, girl. I don't know what happened either. I don't know. That was a lie. All that shit I said was a lie. Nobody put no perm on my head. I ain't gonna nobody damn hairdresser, because let me tell you, honey, daddy did not have no money to afford that shit at that time. Nobody did none of that shit. I don't even know why my hair was that short. And so I had such low self-esteem. And then I just got older one day and I said, oh, the reason why my hair was so short is because I have 2 different curl patterns, and I have to take care of the middle curl pattern different than I take care of the rest of it. The middle needs extra cream and it needs heavier products because the curls are so tighter, and it needs that product so it can hold it in there for a longer amount of time. And the curls on the rest of my head, like the front, the back, and the perimeter, like basically the halo, those curls are bigger and looser, and they need less product so they won't be weighed down. And it's just 2 different curl products, and 2 different curl patterns. I'm sorry. I have 2 different curl patterns in my head, and let me tell you something, honey, that is black girl magic right there. And shout out to all my sisters with your natural hair. I love it, and you should love it too. Doesn't matter if you got natural curls, natural dreads, even if you wearing your weaves, but you still got your natural hair underneath that taken care of and moisturized. Shout out to you, honey. It is okay. Like, shout out to my natural sisters. Keep doing your thing, because that is black girl magic, to have multiple different curl patterns in your hair. And at the time when I was a little girl, I didn't know, like, oh, you have 2 curl patterns, and if you don't take care of the middle, that shit will break off. Like, that's why my hair looked like that in the middle, because I didn't take care of it. I didn't know about putting water on my hair, period, honey. Unless you talking about that bristle brush going to my forehead. That's the only water I knew about in my head. Even back then, I think I washed my hair like once every 6 months. Like, ew, oh my gosh. Now when I look back, that's disgusting to me. Like, oh my gosh, I only wash my hair every 6 months. Am I serious? Like, ew, I would cringe. I would cringe if I go 2 weeks without washing my hair. But I had low self-esteem, and I didn't have any confidence because of that and many multiple other things. But one day I just realized, like, girl, you're not the only one who doesn't know how to take care of your hair. Look at all the rest of these nappy ass hoes around here. These bitches don't know how to take care of their shit either. So why would you have low self-esteem when you can just take care of yourself? Figure it out. Do the research. Figure out what type of hair you want to have and what you got to do to get there. And that's what I did. It's a learning process you have to go through within your heart and within your soul and your mind to release those negative thoughts that you came accustomed to, or to release those negative thoughts that were buried in your mind by other people, or what you've seen on TV and the magazines. And my hair should look like this, and it should be sleeky straight and this color and this shit and whatever. But so let me tell y'all, right? It does take a lot of willpower. It takes a lot of willpower to change your mindset and say, okay, I'm going to make a change. And I know it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time to get to where I want to be, my goal and my journey. But if I just stick to it and I take discipline and willpower and I don't give up and I just know that it's the little things today that will make the bigger difference tomorrow, then I can get there. And so when I was like in my 20s, I said, okay, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna do the big chop. And I did the big chop twice, because I did the big chop one time and my hair started going good. I was so happy, like, oh my gosh. It took me getting in my 20s to realize I had to let go of something in order to grow something even better and even new. And I cut all that dead hair off, and finally I started to see my hair grow. Like, I did my research, I learned what I had to do to take care of natural hair. What's the difference between natural and relaxed? It's like, you got to do your research too. But if you have it in your spirit and in your soul, the research will just come easy, hopefully for the most part, because it's in your soul, and it's gonna come. Just believe in yourself and believe in the spirit of God within you. And I just said, wow, I can motherfucking do this. Like, I can change my hair, and I want to be natural, and I want to be confident in myself. And so, even if you wear your wigs, you can still be confident in yourself too, honey. I just want to let that be known. But I just personally, I wanted to wear my natural hair, and I was like, I could do this because I wanted to grow. It was shoulder length for a long ass time, and even something inside of me said, girl, why is your hair still at your shoulder? It's like, damn, it's been like 3 years now. You still got this shoulder length hair. So I just cut my hair, and it was the best thing I ever did. And when I cut my hair, a year had went by, and it grew shoulder length in a year, and I was so excited. But then I messed around, y'all, and I had dyed that thing bleach blonde. Did I say that right? Yeah, bleach blonde, or you know what I mean, but it was blonde. And I was like, oh my gosh, my hair. My hair is blonde, and I did not know that you needed purple shampoo to wash your blonde hair out. I mean, to take care of blonde hair. I didn't know that. I didn't do my research. I didn't do my research on how to take care of blonde hair, and my hair broke off again. Oh my goodness. And you know where it broke off at in the beginning? The core, the middle, the tighter curls, in the crown. That's where my hair broke off at. And I said, oh my gosh. And so I did the big chop again. I cut my hair all off again, and I said, I gotta start over. I gotta start over because I have a dream of having natural long hair, because that's what I want, and everybody can have that if they wanted to. And so that's what I'm gonna get. And I cut my hair off again, and I did the big chop again, and I remember sitting to myself looking in the mirror like, damn girl, you did it again. Like, damn. We back to being bald head again, but it's okay, because like they say, if you can't handle me and my Webby, you don't deserve me and my Chaka Khan. And there's some women out here that look so freaking gorgeous with a bald head and short hair. Like, shout out to y'all too, because it doesn't matter what length of hair you got. It's about what's on the inside and the inside of your heart. But I was just wanting my hair like that, and I cut it off again, and I said, damn, I'm doing a damn thing. And now I'm still, it's probably like, I say it's about bra length now, but that's what I'm talking about, honey. That's what I'm talking about. And because I decided within myself that I wanted my self-esteem to grow, and I knew that it took me believing in myself to get there. And that's how you build your confidence, believing in yourself. And another way to build your confidence is, just knowing that, like, you might be, when you go out in public, you might think to yourself, oh my gosh, I hope people aren't looking at my big old nose, and I hope people aren't looking at that I had to wear 2 mismatched socks today because I couldn't find the other one, and my mama was rushing me to get into the car because she said if I didn't get into the car by the time she turned it on, she was going to leave my ass here, and I really had to go to the store today because she also said if I didn't go to the store with her, she was going to get my shit, so I had to put on 2 mismatched socks. When you go out in public and you wondering if people looking at you and looking at the flaw that you know within yourself, let me tell you something, honey. They are thinking the same thing about themselves. So when you go out in public, just remember, like, they think it's nothing too. Everybody is thinking about what's wrong with themselves. When you go out to the club, don't be worried about who's looking at your fucked up hair, because The same person who you thinking is looking up the same person who you think is looking at your fucked up hair is the same person who is thinking to themselves, I hope she ain't looking at the way I'm walking in these shoes, because something told me not to wear these heels out here and I can't even walk. So you thinking about your fucked up hair and she thinking about how she can't walk in these shoes, and y'all just worried about, yeah, both of y'all is thinking about something the same. So why would you even worry about it? Like, fuck it. Everybody is thinking about something that's wrong with them, and if they not, that's okay too, because that's how the world should go around, everybody being confident within themselves. So that's my personal confidence journey, like just a piece of it, not the whole damn thing, because let me tell you, it is a journey, and even no matter how old you get, you will still have those days where you feel less confident in yourself, and that's okay. You just human. When you can't move no more, let God hold you. That's okay. But I just want you to know you can be confident in yourself, and it is possible, and you are worthy of that. But let me tell you what can keep you from being confident in yourself. And is jealousy. When you are jealous of somebody else, and when you see somebody, you be like, damn, why she got it like that? Like, well, why she get to have pretty long hair? Or why she get to have that man? Why she get to drive that car? Why she get to have that great job where she just get to do whatever she want? Why she get to go on vacations and stuff like that with her friends? Why she get to have them good, nice looking friends, Why not? Why doesn't she get to have that? Or he? Why don't they get to have that? Aren't they worthy just as much as you? Why would you be jealous of that? When you sit there and say, why do they get to have that? It's like, do you want them to not be happy? And when you want somebody else to not be happy, that shows a downfall on you. Like, jealousy will keep you from being confident within yourself. So if you want to build confidence, you need to let that jealousy go. And it is a work in progress, and you're not going to be perfect every day of your life. Even if you're 105 years old, you still might get motherfucking jealous, because you are human here in a meaty flesh body on a human realm, But at the end of the day, if you could just try to choose love above all and be else, that is what gets you moving forward, and that is what can build confidence within yourself. Choosing love. Like, don't be jealous of the next person of what they got, because if you knew that you can have it too, you wouldn't be worried about what somebody else got. How about you work on it for yourself? If you want a nice ass car like the person down the street, then figure out what you need to do to get that car. Maybe you need to save a little bit more. Maybe you need to do research on where you can get a loan from, who sells these type of cars, how much do these cars go for. If you want the nice ass man, maybe you need to do some work on yourself and stop turning out every person you see just because you think he walking and he ain't got no car. Maybe he was walking because he wanted to get some exercise, or he was walking because he wanted to have a little bit of time with the Lord, and he got a nice ass car at home. But you seen that man and said, oh hell no, he walking and he ain't the kind for me, even though he is fine though, but he walking. Deep down inside of your heart, you will know what type, your heart will tell you what's right for you and what's not. So don't have jealousy over the next person, because you can have it too. If you want that big ass, nice ass house, what do you need to do to get it? How do you get a loan to get a house? How much money do you need to save? What does appraisal and shit like that mean? Because I don't know what none of that shit mean. I ain't ready to give me no house, honey. I need to do some more research on that. But that's okay. And don't think that you need to be farther ahead than somebody that's your age is, just because you see your peers and stuff doing things that you're not doing. It's okay. Your journey is personal to you. Nobody gives a fuck, honey, about what the next person got going on when you got your own shit to take care of. And the best thing to tell yourself is, I can't even be jealous over the next person because I got my own bills to pay, and they are worthy of having happiness too. And it's like, you can have it too. You can be happy too. You just have to find that self-worth and self-reassurance in yourself, and that's how you build confidence. Don't be jealous of somebody else, because that's going to keep you from getting your blessing. And the second thing that can keep you from gaining confidence is needing external validation, looking for somebody else to tell you that you're beautiful every day, looking for somebody else to tell you that you did a good job, looking for somebody else to tell you that, yeah, do it like this or do it like that, and I'm so proud of you. And don't get me wrong, we all need that once in a while, because everybody loves to hear how they're doing a good job. Nobody wants to feel like their efforts don't matter or the work that they're putting in isn't being recognized. Trust me, everybody wants to hear that they're doing good every once in a while. But if you want to build confidence, don't be the type of person that who's looking for that every single day. Like, of course it feels good when your man tell you, damn, baby, you look good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, baby? You look good. You know what I'm saying? This food tastes good and shit like that. Like, of course you want to hear that from your man. But don't get mad if he said that for 5 days in a row and then on the 6th day he didn't say, like, baby, you didn't tell me that my food tastes good today. And he probably thinking to himself, like, well, damn, baby, I tell you every damn day. I mean, you know, you could cook like that and shit. I mean, shit, the food tastes good. I mean, shit, I gotta tell you every day, because why does he have to have that type of pressure on his back? And to the gentleman, don't be expecting your girl to do the dishes every day and she gotta give you head and then she gotta wake the kids up. Like, you always gonna have moments where you feel like, oh, they not saying shit to me, so damn, my efforts must not be shit, since they ain't never tell me thank you, or they ain't never tell me I'm beautiful. You know, you will have parts of you to be like, that needs that. There is a part of you, your feminine energy needs that. Oh, thank you for appreciating me. But if you want to build your confidence, don't let it be an everyday thing. Give yourself that validation. Tell yourself you beautiful every day. Look in the mirror and say, damn, girl, you motherfucker beautiful. You know, when you get ready to go to the club and you put your shit on and you put your eyelashes on and you got your makeup on and shit, and then you put your heels on, you be like, damn, we look good. We some bad bitches, you know. Tell yourself that same energy every day. Tell yourself every day you look beautiful. And just don't need it from other people. It feels good, trust me, and we need it every now and then, because giving love is what makes the world go around, and receiving love makes the world go around as well. But just don't look for external validation in other people all the time, because you are worthy and you can tell yourself that. And it feels so motherfucking good when you wake up in the morning and tell yourself you beautiful, because you can do that shit every day, girl. You are with yourself 24 motherfucking 7. You are always going to be with yourself. You are always, when you go to bed, you're going to be in your body. When you sit on the couch, it's you. Whatever state or whatever city you in, that's you and your body in that state and city. You will always be with yourself. So just give yourself that validation. And you know, another thing is like, when, just know that you own your own thoughts and other people own their thoughts. You can never change another person's thoughts. You can try to persuade them to do something else. You can try to get them to see your point of view. You can talk to them. You can express your feelings to them. But at the end of the day, they're going to feel how they want to feel. You can never change another person's thoughts. You can only change your own. And so with that being said, like, if you can't change somebody else's thoughts, why would I not have confidence in myself? Because at the end of the day, it's always going to be somebody that's happy, and it's always going to be somebody mad. And I can't change your thoughts, and you can't live your life for other people. Like, for instance, if you are in the world and it's, let's say it's 100 people in the world, right? It's 100, well, let's say it's 101 people in the world. It's 101 people in the world, and you are that one. Now, 50 other people like the color blue, and the other 50 other people like the color red. And they say you have to pick a side because you the last one, honey. It's 101 people in the world. So are you going to go to the blue side or the red side? And at the end of the day, your favorite color is pink. Your favorite color is pink. So if I go to the blue side, the red people are going to be mad at me. And if I go to the red side, the blue people are going to be mad at me. And regardless of what side I go to, I'm really going to be mad at myself because my favorite color is pink. I want to start my own tribe. So if it's always going to be somebody that's mad at you, why don't you just be confident in yourself and what you believe in? Because believing in what you believe in is what's going to make you happy. And doesn't everybody want to be happy, baby? Yes, we do now. And so I just hope that gives y'all a little background about what confidence is, and you can be confident in yourself. So let me tell y'all 5 ways to boost your confidence. Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped a part. I'm sorry. Before we get into the 5 ways to boost your confidence, I just wanted to say a little something about the people I had on the cover. I got Beyonce on there. I got oh, my bad, Bill. I got Beyonce on there. I got Bill Clinton. And I got Miss Laverne Cox. Now, those are some confident people, honey. Like, just use them for example. Like, look at Beyonce. People always talking about, people been talking, I'm in my late 20s, right? And people have been talking about Beyonce since I've been like 12, 13 years old. You know, in the beginning, they was talking about she's showing too much skin and she always showing a titty. And Jay-Z is cheating on her. And they was in the elevator. And Beyonce is with the Illuminati. And Blue might be Jay-Z, baby, but I don't know about the twins. And Beyonce is the reason why Destiny Child not together no more. You know, people always got something to say about Beyonce. They really do. And I just honestly think to myself, like, how can people say she's in the Illuminati when Beyonce is making songs about how we are kings and queens, honey? She is always making a song about that. And even if not, she's just keeping it real. Let her live her life. Let her do her thing. People out here so mad at Beyonce. You know what Beyonce doing? Being confident and making her money because she doesn't give a fuck. Be confident in yourself regardless of what somebody is going to say about you. And Bill Clinton, baby. We all love us some Bill Clinton now. Well, I do, honey. Come on now. Ooh, I remember they said that thing about Bill in Barbershop too. Like, ooh, if you want you a freak, I want me Bill Clinton. And they was like, Bill? And she said, yeah, because he's a freak. And I loves me a freaking man. Bill Clinton. Ooh, you got to be confident as a motherfucker if you want to be president of the United States of motherfucking America now. And shout out to Obama too now. Shout out to Obama too. Shout out to anybody that's been the president, honestly, because that's a hard motherfucking job. I might not agree with all the presidents that's ever been in the role. Let me definitely say that. I do not agree with every president that's ever had the position to sit there in that seat. But let me tell you something. You got to be confident as fuck if you want to run any type of nation, any type of country. And if one person can get up there and say, you know what, I'm going to be the motherfucking president of the United States of America. And if it's Bill Clinton, baby, you got to be confident as hell. Because they sure did come for your ass when they said you cheated on Hillary. And you know what? He had to do his motherfucking thing. And he still kept his confidence. So shout out to you. And shout out to Miss Laverne Cox, my darling. Miss Orange is the new black. Miss Beautiful Butterfly of the transgender community. Miss Cover of Time magazine. Can we give a shout out to Miss Laverne Cox, who has broke so many barriers, not only in the transgender community, but in the black community as well, in the acting world. Look at the things that she has been through and look at the things that she has accomplished because she had confidence in her motherfucking self and she didn't give a fuck what anybody was going to say about her. Beyonce, Bill Clinton, and Miss Laverne Cox, baby, they have confidence and you have that same damn confidence inside of you. Everybody has to start from somewhere. Even these famous ass rappers, they started in their mama's motherfucking garages and shit like that. Hell, some of them started in their mama's kitchen because they mama ain't had no garage, but they still started somewhere and look at where they made it at now. And you can make it too. You are a celebrity, honey. You are a celebrity. Look at you. Look at your pretty self in the mirror. My beautiful sisters, my handsome brothers. Look at y'all. Look at you. And if you a teenager listening to this, I know it is so hard when you're going through school to tell yourself like it doesn't matter we know people don't care about what you do when you get old. Like they care about what you do, but you know people don't really pay attention to your looks and shit like that. Like it's all about what you believe in yourself, because when you get out here in the real world, it's about what you make it. It's about what you see and what your perspective of life is. So just have confidence in yourself now, and I know it's easier said than done, but you can do it. So let's get into 5 ways to boost your confidence, honey. So the number 1 way to boost your confidence is prayer. And I'm going to say prayer is your number 1 way to do anything. And whatever you're going through life, I'm always going to say prayer is the number 1 thing. Because that is your personal relationship with your creator, your father, your mother goddess, Jesus Christ, the people who created you, the people who are within your heart and within your soul. And, you know, God can literally see you through your eyes. Like I just can't explain it. Like prayer is the number 1 thing for anything that you're going through in life. When you're confused, when you don't understand, when you're wondering if you're on the right path or not, just pray. And you know when God answers you, when you feel it inside of your heart. You might feel You might hear a voice that's like your voice, but it's words that you can't describe, or you might just see a sign when you out in the world one day, or you just feel it in your heart, but you will know. You will know in your own distinctive way how God is talking to you. And so the number one way to boost your confidence is prayer. I'm going 1 through 5. I guess this number 1, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, not guess, this is number 1. I mean, when I say number 1, I'm talking about at the top of the list. Number one way to boost your confidence is prayer. And I'll insert a prayer on the screen, because I know people always say prayer, prayer, prayer. And honestly, some people really don't even know where to begin when they say, well, how do you pray? And that's a real true thing. Like, how do you pray? What should I say? And honestly, the very best way to pray is just say, Father God, I'm here, and do you hear my heart? Honestly, that's all you have to say, really. Father God, I'm here, and do you hear my heart? I'm here. Do you hear me? That's all you have to say, and just take it from there. And even if you don't say shit else, he understands. He knows. God knows your heart better than even you know it, baby. So one way to boost your confidence is prayer. And I'll insert a prayer on the screen that's based on confidence, but you can come up with your own or do what works for you or what's best for you. So number two way to boost your confidence is do not compare yourself to no motherfucking body, because that baby is not your journey. Your journey is significant to you. Don't compare yourself to nobody else. And I know people say that all the time, but that is the truth. And I used to do it myself too. I used to be like, damn, like I'm trying so hard. I'm out here working. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm trying to live my best life. I'm trying to be generous. I'm trying to be nice to people. And I just don't understand, like, why does it feel like I'm just so far behind, like I'm taking 2 steps forward, but 5 steps back? How do you do that? How do you take 2 steps forward, but then you fucking around and be 5 steps back? Like, damn, somebody must push me back here, But no, it's just you not believing in yourself, and you can't compare yourself to the next person because you don't know what somebody else has going on. And the example I hear people use all the time is like, somebody must be, you see somebody who has millions and millions of dollars and you're jealous of them, but little do you know the reason that they have millions of dollars is because they got 2 parents who have 2 parents who are paraplegic, and both of their parents are in a nursing home, and their parents just love each other so much that what kind of child would you be to separate them? And they get the best care of their life. You never know what somebody else is going through. You never even know what it took for that person to get here. If you want to go on a natural hair journey, 4 years from now, you see your hair and it's long as fuck. Like, damn, your hair done made it to your booty. And then people be walking down the street like, oh, she thinks she better than everybody else because she got long ass hair. Oh, she thinks she cute. Or she thinks she this. And it's like, well, damn, you don't even know what it took me to get this hair. Like, I had to cut my hair off for a long ass time. I didn't even know how to take care of it. And then, like, maybe she got burnt in a fire. Maybe her shit got burned off. You never know what somebody else is going through. You never know your story. And don't be jealous of the next person, honey, because that will keep you from gaining confidence. So don't compare yourself ever. Ever, 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 ever. It doesn't give a fuck what type of situation it is in. Don't compare yourself to the next motherfucker. So the first way to boost your confidence is prayer. And the second way to boost your confidence is don't compare. Prayer and don't compare. So way number 3 to boost your confidence is speak affirmations to yourself in the mirror. And I would say start off with 3, because people always say speak affirmations, and you probably have like 10, 12, and that's not a bad thing. But when you first beginning out and when you first start getting serious with changing the way you see the perspective of yourself, I would recommend 3 affirmations. And you can say affirmations for different categories, like I want to gain money, or I want, beautiful friendships. I want to be a beautiful person to other people. You can say affirmations for different categories. I want to be a great cook. And your affirmation could be, every time I put that motherfucking pepper in that shit, that's how I know it's banging. Every time I smell that good shit, that's how I know it is good. But, you can make affirmations for yourself. And if you want to boost your confidence, I recommend speaking 3 affirmations to yourself in the mirror daily. And yes, daily. Even if it's once a day. Not even in the mirror. Even if you say it in the shower. Say it while you're walking down the street. Say it while you're in your car. Just say it at random times of the day. Just say 3 affirmations daily, but make sure you do it at least once a day, because that is how you build your subconscious mind. The mind, you got your conscious mind, and the conscious mind is like the voice that I know is talking to you all right now, and then the subconscious mind is the voice that's in the back of my head that's like, I wonder if I'm even saying the right shit or whatever. That's the subconscious mind. And so if you speak these affirmations daily, it will be embedded in your subconscious mind, and you'll just automatically start saying it to yourself without even realizing it. And speaking affirmations are kind of like, when you go to school and the teacher be like, well, if y'all would study your study guides as much as you listen to these songs, you would get 100 on the test. You know all the words to these songs, but you don't know the answers on the test. And it makes sense. You don't understand that shit at that time in your life. But as you get older, it makes sense, because you listen to a song over and over and over again, especially if you listen into the radio, because 9 times out of 10, they probably playing the same song. But not if you listen to V101.9, baby. Shout out to them. Shout out to V101.9 if you in the North Carolina area or on the East Coast and they don't even know I'm talking about them. I hope they don't try to come on and get this video taken off, because I'm letting y'all know V101.9, that old school is where it's at. I'll never hear the same song repeated on that shit. But anyway, most of the time these radio stations are playing the same song, and so if you're listening to the same song over and over again, especially if a song is hot at the moment and then everybody's playing that song, you listening to that song all the time yourself, and it's catchy and it feels good. Well, I say, it feels good to your heart, and it's like you remember that shit. And so if you would study your study guide as much as you studied the song, you could embed it in your subconscious mind. But you see, the thing about that is teachers got to make them study guides fun. You got to make it fun. You got to make it worth learning. But that's a whole different topic for another day. Teachers do the best they can. Let me say that. They do the best they can. So just make 3 affirmations that hit you, that hit your soul, and speak them things daily. And eventually you will find out that you start speaking kinder to yourself. But you have to put in the discipline and the work to say, I'm going to say this daily. And eventually it's just going to be stuck in my mind. Even when you go to start a new job, you don't know what the fuck you're doing when you first get there, but you keep on showing up because you need that damn paycheck. And over time, time go by, you be like, damn, well, I've been working here for a year and now I just know how to do this shit, because you kept on doing it daily and you kept on showing up. So keep on showing up for yourself. And so, number 4 on how to boost your confidence is, and I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure it's already gonna be down there, but I put 3 affirmations down, like in the picture, in the video. My bad. I put 3 affirmations in the videos, just to give you a little head start. But you can Google some, or you can get on Pinterest. Lord, know I love me some Pinterest, baby. Go make y'all a Pinterest account to just see all them creative ideas. But you can Google, you can YouTube, you can just speak to your soul, make affirmations that speak to you. But I put a few in the box just to give you a little head start. So, number 4 on 5 ways to boost your confidence is create a confidence playlist, honey. Because music gets you in the vibe. Can I get an amen? Because yes, it does. Music just does something to your soul. Oh my gosh. And music just make you feel some type of good. Yes, it does. Have you ever been like getting ready to go out with your people, and then you might put a Pandora playlist on and you be like, ooh, no, it's too slow. Come on, I need to get in the vibe. Let me turn it up. And then you put your hot girl shit on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, music can really change your vibe. Or when you be going through it with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, they don't pissed you off for the last motherfucking time. And it probably ain't gonna be the last time, because you're going back to the ass. Or maybe it is really over. Maybe it is really over. You tired of that shit. So you went and put on your motherfucking damn Mariah Carey, I gotta shake it off. Or maybe you think it's over, but you don't want it to be over, so you put on We Belong Together. Maybe you put on your Mary J. Blige, baby, because Mary J. Blige will get you in a moment. You might put on your your Whitney Houston. You might put on your damn Usher, My Confessions. Woo, honey. But music will definitely uplift your spirits, or Bring it down if you're going through a breakup. You know what I'm saying? But like music can really change your vibe. So if you want to boost your confidence, make a playlist of songs that boost your confidence and make you be like, damn, you know what? I really am that bitch. Make you a playlist on YouTube or make it on your phone or however you can. You know how you do it, how you can do it. And if you don't know, Google it, dear Lord. But make a playlist and name that playlist I Am Confident. That's the name of the playlist, I Am Confident. And I got a playlist that says that, and the first song on my playlist is Pretty Girl Rock by Carrie Hilson, because you know what, you are a pretty girl and you better rock that shit out. I got Pretty Girl Rock. Let me go see what else is on that playlist, just to give you an example. Oh, I got Pretty Girl Rock on there. Oh, I got Level Up by Sierra. Like, level up. Level up. Because, yes, you can do that. I got Unwritten by Natasha Benefield. Because the story is not written until you put the pen in your hand, baby. It's your story. I have Dangerously in Love. Be dangerously in love with yourself. So build you I Am Confident music playlist. You can put Pretty Girl Rock on there, Level Up by Sierra, Be Dangerously in Love with Yourself, Flawless, okay, Flawless by Beyonce. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, Top Off by DJ Khaled. I took the top off of my Maybach because you are worthy of getting a Maybach and you are worthy of taking the top off of that motherfucker. Make you a I Am Confident playlist and put songs on there that make you think about how confident you are within yourself. So, the last way to boost your confidence is to try something new, honey. Yes, that is the last way and last recommendation I have for boosting your confidence, because when you try something new, you get out there and you just go for it because you want to do it. Now, when you try something new, I hope that you pick something that you actually would like to try. Like if you don't like painting, I don't recommend going to a sip and paint. And if you don't like playing golf, I don't recommend going to play no golf. Try something new that you've been thinking about for a while, or that you wouldn't mind trying, and that just speaks to your soul, or you're just trying it for the heck of it, for a spontaneous moment, but you think that you would enjoy it. Because when you try something new, you don't give a fuck who's looking at you, and you don't give a fuck when nobody got to think. You trying it because you want to try it. So 5 ways to boost your confidence is: number 1, prayer. Number 2, don't compare. Number 3, speak 3 affirmations daily. Number 4, create a confidence playlist. And number 5, try something new. Pray, don't compare yourself to nobody else. Speak 3 affirmations to yourself. Create a confidence playlist and try something new. And just remember, don't be jealous of nobody, baby, because you are worthy of having it too. Don't need nobody to tell you how beautiful you look, because even though it feel good, and don't get me wrong, we all love it and we all need it, just tell yourself you are beautiful, because you are. You really are. You are. Like I'm telling you, you're beautiful. You are. You're beautiful. And that's what I have for you this evening. My website, along with my very first novel entitled Jasir's Journal, will be available Thanksgiving Day 2022. So stay tuned, y'all. Follow my Instagram at the property _ I am. So the property _ I am, for some Monday morning motivation, so you can start your week off right with some Monday motivation. Give you something to think about, baby. You want some of that. Subscribe to my channel and tap that notification bell so you can be notified every Thursday when I upload a new episode of the Property Motivational YouTube channel. Thank y'all for listening, and just remember, life is already going to move you one way or another. So just keep moving, and when you can't move anymore, let God carry you. It's okay. The property. It's the movement, y'all.